Hi Drinks Tube, my name's Mike, aka the Cold Brew Kid, and I'm coming back to you today with 3 recipes to make the cold brew coffee. If you don't know how to make the cold brew coffee, then check out my video where I told you how to make it on one of the areas around this screen. Now, if you do know how to make it, I'm going to teach you how to make a lovely latte, a wonderful dessert, and a super cold iced coffee. Fantastic. The first one up is going to be the luscious latte. So you've got your milk on to warm. Now you don't want to make it too hot, so turn down your heat, and you've got your lovely milk in there. Now, you don't have to do this, but what I like to do, I get out my little frother, and I like to give it a little bit of a froth up. You get a nice aerated texture on there. Fantastic. That's all done. That's all I'm going to do. Little glass, because I'm not going to go crazy on it. I'm a milk in first kind of guy. I always have been, don't know why, and I don't make any apologies for it. Boom. That's it. That's all I'm doing. The rest is going to be fantastic cold brew coffee. Get your cold brew, little jiggle, just an activator, and pour straight into the top. Boom. Fantastic. That looks amazing. That's job done. So second up is going to be the lovely iced cold brew coffee. I'm going to give you a little pro tip when I'm on this one as well. First off, filtered water. Come on guys, you know this by now. None of that rubbish tap stuff. And this is the absolute pearler of all tips. Cold brew ice cubes. Very simple. Just an ice tray, a cold brew and a freezer. Just let them work together in harmony. And this is what you get. So I'm probably going to go for a 4 cuber, I reckon, on this one. Let's see what we come out with. 5. I've gone ahead of myself, but they're going straight in the glass. In they go. This is where the cold brew meets itself on ice. Absolutely amazing. Filtered water in it comes. I'm usually kind of a half and half guy, which means that I'm usually up for quite a few days, but by God, it tastes good. Up to the top. So there we are. We've got our hot drink, we've got our cold drink, and now we're going to have our dessert. Fantastic. So get yourself a nice fancy dessert receptacle, something along the lines of this. It doesn't have to be quite as floral, but you can go with whatever you've got, as long as it's not a bowl. I don't like bowls. I don't mind them, but that's better. Right, here we go. Ice cream vanilla. Probably the king of all ice creams. I don't think anything comes close to it. Nice scoop for your ice cream. 1 scoop. I don't know how many scoopers you are, but I like to have at least 3. Vanilla ice cream straight into the middle of the bowl. It comes again, enter stage left. Cold brew coffee, straight onto the top. Now the beautiful thing about cold brew is that because it's been in the fridge, it's not quite as warm as when they use espresso to make this, so it doesn't melt the ice cream quite as quickly. A little bit of biscuit. Oh yeah, there you are. Now you might not be able to crush a biscuit quite as easily as I do. You know, I'm quite powerful when it comes to biscuit crushing. Chocolate I'm not so good with, so I usually use the old chocolate shaver. Little sprinkle all over the top, and my word, that looks astonishing. So we have our lovely cold brew affogato, our beautiful luscious latte, and not forgetting our ice cold cold brew coffee. You know what? I am going to get stuck in with the last thing I should be getting stuck in with. What with my hips? That is actually astonishing. That is amazing, actually. Can you see any change? They're not getting bigger as we speak. That is divine. That is triple super lush. I'm massively into that. As a threesome, I'd certainly like to be involved in that. That is just 3 ways of enjoying cold brew coffee. And I'm telling you, there is a never-ending amount of recipes you can come up with. So, if you need a refresher on how to make cold brew coffee, make sure to check out the other video, whichever it is, on whichever area of the screen it might be right now. I'm not sure. One there, is it? I don't know where it is. Any questions, add it to the comments section. But more importantly, out of all of this, is subscribe to Drinks Tube. Subscribe and learn how to make fantastic drinks like cold brew coffee. It's an education in beverages. Now go away and make cold brew coffee. As a threesome, I'd certainly like to be involved in that. So.